Hey gamers, it's GrindThisGame here, back with oxygen not included. And I did some things off camera just to prepare for this episode, and I'll just quickly go over them. I noticed some dupes were getting food poisoning, and someone pointed out it's because I was using this water cooler here. They were probably grabbing water from down here. Actually this water's pretty clean, but I think they were getting some clean water out here, which is full of food poisoning. That's not very good to drink. So that's where they were getting the food poisoning, not from the actual food. Speaking of food, we have 415,000 calories. So I've been taking on some more dupes. We're up to 18 at the moment. Some stuff happened down here. There was a bunch of frozen oil here before. And because this area's been warming up very slowly, that oil thawed and it just kind of pushed over here. And I noticed it was actually leaking into here. And super freezing. It's like turning into a solid. So we have solid crude oil there, and this geyser has finally started going off. So it's kind of heating up the snow and ice here, but it's going to take a long time for this all to melt. There's a lot of... we're going to dump a lot of heat into here to actually melt it. And I actually do want it to melt because I want to use the water. So that'll just continue on. We're sucking oil at two places here. Here, and then over here. They're just kind of merging. Making lots of steel, making lots of lime for steel. I've got steel on infinite here. What are they out of? Lime, yeah. So we have to dig up some more fossil. And then up top, way up here, I've been preparing a little room. I wanted to build this off camera just because it was going to take a lot of time for them to get up here and build it. So I just dug out a spot, and I noticed it. I found a bug. I don't know if this is a new bug, but I dug out all this mafic rock and stuff, which is like 150 degrees or so. Here's a few chunks left. I swept some of it up. But here's some mafic rock on the ground, 116 degrees. And I built these background drywall tiles out of mafic rock. And notice that they're at 15 degrees and 45 degrees. Exactly. So this is a way to destroy heat. It's definitely an exploit. I don't know why this one's 17.6. It's very strange, and I'll show you on camera that this actually happens. I'll just rebuild one here. I guess priority 9, mafic rock. And you'll see they'll grab some hot mafic rock out of here, or off the ground, and it'll instantly get turned down. And if you deconstruct this drywall, it's actually at 45 degrees. It starts warming up right away because it's touching this, but let's speed things up so we can actually get stuff done. And let's listen to the surface breach music. Yeah, my duplicates have managed to breach the surface of our rocky prison. I should be careful. The region is extremely inhospitable, and I can easily lose resources to the vacuum space. Yeah, we got an airlock here to help with that a little bit. So this drywall that I just built out of hot material is 45 degrees. Very strange. I don't know if that's I don't know if that bug has been in the game forever, or you know, if it's new. I'm not going to abuse it, but I just wanted to show you it. Very strange. Okay, so we're going to build a steam room here for the dupes to relax in. Actually, no, we need steam for our rocket. I need to do some insulated tiles here, so I'm going to do that out of mafic rock just because it's close by. And I realized I actually have to destroy these background buildings here. Because I need to extend the wall down here. Eventually we'll seal this up. But in this room we need an aquatuner. So I'll build that first. Needs to be out of steel because it'll get pretty hot. So we'll stick that, I don't know, right here. Doesn't really matter where, but stick it there. We also need a gas pump, also out of steel. Because we're going to make a vacuum in this room first. And then eventually we're going to pull steam out of here. So I'm going to use probably insulated tile, or insulated gas pipe. I have to decide what I want to make it out of. We should probably use ceramic. I don't have a whole lot of it, but I think I might have to use ceramic. For the first little bit, just getting out of here, it can be igneous rock up to about here. And then the rest, getting towards the rocket, has to be ceramic. So I'm going to need a lot more ceramic. Should have made more of that off camera. And then we'll do a couple more tiles here. We'll eventually seal this in, like I was saying. I did preemptively build some power here, just some coal power. So we'll extend that line up. I think I'll use copper. We'll feed that into this room. And into the gas pump there. Now we don't have to use an aquatuner, but I found it works pretty well for this kind of setup. It's very controllable. I might have to actually move it over a bit now that I think about it. Let's move it over. Even though they're just about finished building it. Gives us a bit more room to work with here. Okay, what priority is all that? 7. Yeah, they'll get that done. And we need a way to introduce liquid into this room. Some water. So we'll build that as well. Insulated. Can I use ceramic? Don't really need to. We'll build just the beginnings of it right to here. We could actually dump it right here instead. I'll make this out of steel, the liquid vent, just in case. Might be okay. Now we gotta let them catch up. I tried to do this off camera just because I wanted to be prepared this time. We're also gonna go over and get some hot water from over here. So I built a little bridge. And this was the closest water that I could get. So I think I'll just do a pump out of gold right down in here. I should probably put a tile here because I'm a little bit worried this is going to pop and then this will all get mixed up. So we'll do granite right there. We got to actually get in there first. I kind of want to go from the top and then build a ladder down. Kind of like that. That way that this has a bit of room to fill up. Oh, and we just found a natural gas geyser. I didn't notice this before. I had just dug over this way and I didn't really notice, but that's good. More free power. So we'll get the pump in there. We need the power all the way over there too. I think I can use this. Lead should be fine for this, so we'll go priority 7. And we'll just go straight through here. I could have done another coal generator, but I want to keep everything on this line. So that's around 240 watts. We got the door on there. We got the aquatuner. I think we'll be okay for power. So we need to circulate a coolant liquid through here. Let me just think about this. We need... I always kind of mess this up. I've only built this a few times. Like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times now. And I should have looked at the diagram before I did it, because it always messes me up. Okay, we want a bridge. I think it goes like this. Something like this. Okay, so... we got a pipe going in here. Got an insulation. This was for the coolant. Trying to remember what kind of temperature I want to do for this. This should really be ceramic as well, now that I think about it. We'll start to build it up. So we'll go in here, ceramic. Now, if the aquatuner is disabled, we want the... Okay, I've got this backwards. Let's remove this bridge. I think I've done it wrong already. Try that again. Liquid bridge. Yeah, we want the top to be the... yeah, like that. Or do we want to go down first? Yeah, we could shunt down. Let me think about this. I have to think about this. When I go in there, it'll shunt down and go up through the bridge and kind of go in an infinite loop. Otherwise, it'll come out the other side. Really should have looked at my diagram before I started. It shouldn't be this confusing. I get stupid when I start recording. Okay, we definitely need a sensor though here first. Let's do that. We need a liquid. We need a pipe temperature sensor. Here we go. Liquid pipe thermosensor right before it goes into the aquatuner. Because we don't want the coolant to go in too cold, or it'll freeze in here. I'm thinking of using oil for the coolant. I guess we'll have to get some oil up here to actually kickstart that. Where should I stick that? It's all pretty hot here. But everything will cool down really quickly anyway, so that's not too much of a concern. Let's dig out a little pit here. That's gonna need a little place to get out. Dig that out. Actually, does that go all the way up? Oh crap, it does. That's all gonna fall down if I do that. Okay, bad idea. We don't need a whole lot of coolant. Oil's not a very good coolant, but... I guess I could use hot water to start. I think... You know what? Let's just use water, since we have it. It can't get very cold. But that's okay, because we're going to drive it through all this regolith. And try to cool down all of this mass. So this is basically, instead of having a heat sink, this is going to be our cool sink. Basically, we don't have really much use for the coolant because this whole world is so cold. And we got to keep the coolant cooling, so that's why it's going to go in here. So let's plan that out here. We're going to need insulated pipe on the inside. How much ceramic do I have left? Let's see. 3,600. I think to there should be good. Actually, that's the entrance. That's okay. Well, let's build a bridge here. Actually, I planned some stuff out, but then I didn't plan it all out, which is not very smart of me. I'll go there. So we gotta get the liquid in there to start. It's gonna go in here. If it's too cold, we'll shunt it up. It'll come down here and then come out this way. And we don't really need ceramic for this part. It's going to be an insulated tile anyway. We'll use mafic rock. There's a bunch of it here. If I can find it. Oh, we can't build it out of mafic rock. That's weird. We'll use igneous. We got lots of it. And this will come down here. If it's able to come out, it'll come out this way and loop around. And just for kicks, I'm going to do another bridge here, just so I know the direction. And now we can use regular pipe because we want it to actually conduct the heat out. I'll just use granite. We could do radiant pipes out of lead. What's the overheat temperature of this? I'm not quite sure. Let's just test this with one section of pipe. Okay, our water input line is done. How the heck? I gotta fill this in. Okay, so coolant comes in. Let's set this to... If the current temperature is above 14 degrees. Let's use 15. Then allow it through. Gotta set up the automation. I guess I'll use steel. I got a bunch of it. I also want to be able to control this pump here. So we'll put some automation outside of the building here. And just use a hydro sensor. That way we can manually control this thing. So this will be clearing out... Actually, this is a vacuum. What am I talking about? I don't need to make a vacuum. I do need to get the steam out, though. So that's what this is for. Okay, we'll let them catch up there. That pipe is done. I don't know. I don't think we built the last section here from there to there. So we got to do that. So it'll shunt through there, go down, and circulate. So if it's basically too cold, it'll just go in a loop until it warms up enough. Otherwise, it'll go into the aquatuner, come back out. And it'll be colder on the way out. Yeah, this is backwards. Glad I looked. This is backwards. But, yeah. I always build one backwards. That's kind of the way it goes. Let's make sure the base is okay. Oxygen's good. Temperature. Oh, there's another thing I did off camera. That is, I put this in. So I wanted to warm up this area. I thought about just moving hot salt water, 55 degree salt water through this in a loop. But I need glass anyway. And glass comes out at a super high temperature. So I'm just making molten glass, and I've got a ceramic pipe here that goes and dumps the blazing, blistering hot... Oh, it's happening right now. We can watch it happen. Here it comes. Maybe? Oh, they didn't finish. Because they can't breathe. Can you blame them? Okay, there we go. Molten glass coming out at 1500 degrees. And some of this pipe does break when you first build it. But once it gets warm enough, it seems to be okay. And then it's dumping that molten glass right here. But it cools off really quickly because it's not a lot of mass. And then it will slowly heat up this area, plus the heater. So that's glass. We'll need glass eventually. I put a little sensor here. Originally I was dumping it on the ground, but then the dupes would walk through it and get fried. So I fixed that. Slickster larvae. These will just die immediately. Got another diver's lungs. Slow learner. Gosman, you can enter. I need to build another great hall. I don't have enough mess tables for them all. But I have to figure out where I want to put that. I can't remember how much of this was off camera last time, or done last time. We've got a medical hospital thing here now. The toilet's not hooked up intentionally. It doesn't need to be hooked up. Little mess table there. And then we got the sick bay. And I don't have a bedside manner person. We should also put in a triage cot in here. Probably should have made that out of granite, but that's okay. All these hatches are building up. We have so many hatches and pips now. They're everywhere. It's kind of funny. Let's check the oil. Oh, I've already checked the oil zone, but I'll jump down there again. This is going to be a problem pretty soon. I don't know what that alert just was, but... How are we doing here? Everything is backed up. We're making steel down here as well. I think I already said that though. We're making steel there, and we're making steel up here. Where we were making it here, but we're waiting for lime. I think I'll decommission this. This water was getting pretty warm. And I'm making ceramic here, 49. That's all good. Let's go back up top. Gotta make sure we have enough coal. 68 tons, yeah. We're fine for coal. Okay, we gotta extend this water pipe here. Not just extend, we have to actually build it. I'll just use granite. I don't care if this area melts too much. It should be insulated, but I don't want to wait for them to build it. And it's actually going to get cold the whole way. That's okay. That's okay. We're not really going to use a whole lot of this. Okay. Let's put my bridge back on, but the proper way this time. And that radiant pipe, I wanted to check what it melts at. Melting point 327. Yeah, we'll be fine. So that's going to go through here. And we'll make a pretty big radiator here. That'll just go back in here. I just realized I need to leave a bit of space here for this pipe to come up and join. Something like that. Now this is going to cause some issues right here, so we got to put some steel bunker tile up there to protect this area. Do that right there. Unreachable build. Yeah, it's a little bit. We gotta lower it a little bit here, just to protect their little heads. Now this is not going to conduct very well, so what I'm thinking of doing is building some tiles over top to allow it to conduct. So we'll do something like lead tiles, maybe, like that. And then we'll build another set, and that should... Actually, one will probably be enough. But we need to like, kind of make this join with this so the heat can... So the coolant can... So the heat can move into the coolant, essentially. Starvation. Possible. Okay, we gotta make sure this is not set to pump just yet. Actually, that's fine. There's no air in there, so it should be fine. And we actually have to build a rocket. And a telescope and all that good stuff. But I just want to get the steam going this episode. Let's get some mafic rock ladders going here. We'll go up here, see what we can find. And then put up bunker tile to protect their heads. In fact, I should probably build some bunker tile. Oh, this is all gonna cave in. It's already caving in. Okay, cancel. Cancel. Oh, they're still building. Cancel. Oh, God. Cancel. Okay, we gotta dig them out before they die. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cave in. Dig. Dig like your life depended on... What are you doing? Dig. Don't stand around. Dig. Okay. I think I'll put a bunker tile right here. Then we'll maybe continue on this side. Okay, this doesn't need to be 9. Oh, Travolta. It's a race. You definitely need to skill up. And you can. Good. We got Gossman 2. We're going to get to exosuits as quickly as possible. Guess we should get some other skills here. Digging is always good. Construction. Maybe some strength. Oh, bedside manner. We'll get some... Hey, we'll get some medicine going. Goodbye, Travaldo. This is on fast speed, by the way. Oh, he's down there. He's down the fire pole. He's gone. Okay, so we got a pipe coming in. I do want to adjust the amount of water that goes in here. So I should have built a thing first, maybe down here. Let's do that. We're gonna have a bit of leakage here. We can leak right into here. Actually, we really need to build it up top. Okay, let's just... You know what? It won't matter. We'll just let it rip. Actually, we need a way to control it. What am I talking about? We definitely need a liquid valve here somewhere. Or a shut-off valve. That would work as well. Yeah, we could go through here. But that would overheat unless we built some background tiles. Oh, there's always something. You know what? For now, I'll do a liquid valve. Really close to the input here. I just realized there's two separate things going on here. There is the initial water for getting this going. Let's build the thing first and then do the settings. The first thing is getting a little bit of water in there just to make some steam. We want to control that. And the second thing here is the water for the actual coolant, which might actually freeze in these pipes if I'm not... Oh, it is getting cold damage. I'm an idiot. Really has to be insulated. It's all freezing. It's all freezing. It's too cold in here. Great. Great. That's gonna waste a whole lot of their time. There's water flowing down. Oh, jeez. Okay. Priority 9. Igneous rock. Insulate all the things. Actually, I didn't need to insulate up there. It's all space, but this all needs to be insulated up to about there. Or here. I'm actually going to do this as a 9 because I don't want them to waste their time repairing pipe like crazy. Always just build insulated pipes, folks. That's the moral of the story, especially on a frozen world. There they go. This will get fixed pretty soon. There it goes, getting replaced. That should correct my error without too much wasted time and trouble. I feel like I'm forgetting something here. So we got water trickling in. Let's set that valve to something really low. 111. Priority 9. I'll trickle water in there. We'll get steam. We'll be able to pump it out. Controlled by this hydro sensor. This is just to be able to flip it back and forth. Oh, we just got a little bit of damage there. Let's try to fix that immediately. And I don't really want them to repair that ladder, but they can still use it even though it's broken. Oh, we got some potential deadly stuff going on there. No one has died yet. No one has died yet. We can just print more, right? Another diver's lungs. Let's go to 20. Makes everyone happy. Definitely need more beds and stuff. Oh, Gossman. I could build a door to prevent these dupes, but they level up pretty quickly. Okay, we got insulated. That's good. That's all good. Up to here, insulated. That's all good. Okay, so this should... We'll need to build some tiles, like I said here, to actually conduct the heat out. Or conduct the heat in, I should say. Okay, we don't really need that to be an emergency. It's a bit overwhelming. Okay, we don't want to trickle water in yet until this is all sealed up. And I think it's safe to seal. Let's just double check everything. I always forget something. Let's, should we sweep that steel out of there? It'd be nice if it was all clean in there. Let's do it. Let's sweep this out. And you know what? I don't care too much if it's in there. We'll get the steel out though. Takes a while to do this project. It's pretty tedious to make steam rockets, to tell you the truth. It's not something I look forward to. I don't mind building the petroleum rocket. I find that pretty fun. But the steam rocket, for some reason, is just a little bit tedious. Now we could use a... I've done every single method under the sun. I've done a Deoxydizer before. Using some automation to flip it on and back and forth to fool it into being always on, essentially. And that's a good way to make steam. The aquatuner's faster, but you gotta make sure that you can warm up the coolant somewhere, somehow. Usually you can actually use it for useful cooling. And I've tried using hot regolith. Like this regolith up here is 180 degrees. Pretty good for making steam, but kind of slow. Like two series ago, I built a room about this size full of containers full of regolith. And then drip some water in, and you get steam. It's pretty fast, but I found the aquatuner faster. Trivaldo. You are so fast. Gotta get some hats on these dupes as well. We should actually block him from coming all the way up here. Yeah, let's do it. We can put a door. We can control it right here, actually. So Trivaldo, you can only enter. Let's do that. You can only get back in. Same with Gosman. Same with Ari. That should work. How are things in the base? Good, we got a lot of these little guys. Pip Central. And it's slowly warming up. Let's just zoom out a bit here. Got a little bit of heat here. Generally, nice temperature. A little bit chilly up on the top here. Oxygen looks good. My CO2... My carbon skimmer could be a little bit lower. I don't want to go too low though, or the mushroom area will get... potentially get oxygen in it. I intentionally put these coal generators in here. Maybe that was a bad idea, because the CO2 is kind of getting stuck. Doesn't really have anywhere to go. I could just hook it up to the main power grid. I just got lazy and didn't want to build a long wire, but we could fix that. We could just do another set of transformers down here. In fact, maybe I'll do that. And we can get rid of that coal. Make sure we're destroying the right thing here. So we'll build a floor right... It should technically be here. But you know what? I need just enough room for the transformer. So we'll just go... like a little floor there. And then transformer right there. And I'll need some power. Conductive what? Heavy joint plate. Right there. Oh, we can't build it right there. We could build it there. That's kind of nasty looking, but it'll work. And you know what? I'll probably just decommission this. Once it's warm enough, we could just decommission it all. So maybe I will leave it. We'll need that power eventually, though. Okay, back to the top we go. I think we're ready to seal this up. I've probably forgotten something. If I have, it's not the end of the world. We can just crack it back open. Got water ready to go. We got this set really low. We don't have any coolant yet. So that's going to go in here. Didn't really need radiant piping here, but it's not hurting anything. Oh, actually, how hot is this? This is 98 degrees. This has to be insulated. Like, big time. That's insulated. I'll make this insulated just because. Then I'll come in here. I think it's ready to go. It's safe to put a bit of water in there, actually. Otherwise the aquatuner will melt down right away. Okay, we got water going in already. We need water to come in here kind of right away, or we will have a meltdown. Let's actually make that priority. Disabled, good. Oh no, this water's too cold. It'll never warm up, it's in a vacuum. But we're gonna add some water, that'll change things. Here we go, with 20-degree water. Perfect. There we go. But that water is not going to warm up anytime soon. But it will warm up. It's ceramic though, oh boy. Oh boy, yeah, this water's too cold. But eventually it'll warm up. We might have to go back in there, actually. It wouldn't take too long to go in there, destroy this pipe, let that water out, because this water is going to be warmer. Yeah, let's do it. All that water is going to fly out into space. Let's just go back in. Quickly remove this and rebuild it. I knew I had to go back in. Okay, it's because the water was too cold to begin with. And then we'll rebuild it, not with igneous rock, but with ceramic. I think that's already built there, but that's, yeah, should be good. This is important work, has to be done right away. Okay, here they go. It's gonna get done pretty soon here. Okay, we're wasting a bit of water here, but that's okay. It's not fading away too fast. Okay, there we go. Water at 10 degrees. Let's check our automation here. Maybe we'll have to go a little bit lower here. And hope things don't freeze. There it goes. Water coming out at 5 degrees, and we actually have to move it along here. Hopefully it's going to lose a lot of heat here. We're going to connect this to there. That's actually going to cause some issues. I kind of have to go around here. Like that. This is becoming a little bit of a mess. I hope this works. Like that. Is that what I want? Yeah, to re-loop around. Yeah, that should be okay. Gotta remove this pipe here. That's probably not enough coolant to get things going, though. So we'll have to let a bit more coolant in first. Okay, now it's moving. Let's see how warm it gets here. 58, 40 degrees, 60, 59. Okay, that's pretty good. Kind of need more conduction here. Do a couple like that. We might need a much bigger radiator. Okay, is that full already? Holy crap, that was fast. Okay, let's remove this tile here. Or this tube here. This pipe. You know what I'm trying to say. And then we gotta remove a little bit of liquid out of here. Let's remove it here. Just to get it moving again. Okay, it's moving. Oh, we got heat damage now. Oh, it's too hot. Come on. This was a terrible idea. This is not working at all. It got too hot. Maybe it'll settle down here. 50 degrees, okay. 98. 20 degrees coming out. Yeah, this might work. Okay. Gonna remove this tile again. This is the problem with water. Not the best coolant. Probably should have used oil. 79, 80, 86. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's remove those two tiles. Maybe even that one. Okay, that might be okay. Now we gotta seal this back up. And maybe back off on this thing. So that we actually get some steam forming. This thing's up to 230 degrees. Wow. They've added all this stuff, this uptime stuff. That's cool. And the age of the building and everything. That's all new. Newish. Okay, this is kind of working. As long as it stays relatively stable. I mean, eventually this area is going to cool down too much. 89 degrees. And we'll have to just increase this radiator as we go. And this water should start evaporating once this area gets hot enough. We do have steam in here. A little bit. This water is... oh, heating up really fast. 69. We need to we need to let a little bit of coolant out. It's a little bit stuttering, just like me. Okay, let's do that. One little bead and we should be good. Someone will come to save the day. There we go. That's probably good. Right, blocked. Still not enough. Circuit overloaded. .8 kilowatts. That's it's because of this old wire I left connected, probably. Yeah. It's all good. Okay. Seems to be working. Overheat damage? Come on. Add some water. Okay, maybe I should have done the old regolith version instead of this. Okay, we're adding water. That should cool it down. Maybe. 340. Hopefully we don't have to go back in there. I think this amount of water would cool it down really quickly. Let's just flood the chamber. Cool it right down again. Okay, it's coming down temp. Okay, that's probably way overkill, but there we go. That brought it down in temperature. Let's set this at, I don't know, 300 or something. Or 200. Maybe even 100. I just want a trickle of water. Okay, we got how much steam? Not a whole lot. 2,000 grams. I guess we have to think about steam, the rockets now. I kind of want to start digging all this out though. So we're gonna go up here and just start a digathon. Is that a good idea? We got this kind of protection here right now. Maybe that's not the best idea. You know what? Maybe not the best idea. We gotta plan out where the rocket's gonna go. And this is kind of in the way now, so that's not so great. Let me check the priority on these. 7's good. I might as well get someone brain upgraded here. Let's do Connor. We got another one in here. Let's do... Cadzoodle. Okay. Genes have been shuffled. We got regenerative, and what do we got over here? Deep diver's lungs, that's a good one. Lovely. But we got some issues up here. This is all broken apart. I kind of don't want all this atmosphere and stuff flying out and heat. Like temperatures here changing. Okay, we got how much steam now? 28 kilograms, so that's a little bit better. But only at 103 degrees, so we gotta back this up even more. Let's do 55 grams. Make sure we keep this from overheating. We kind of want this at around 130 degrees. Well, the coolant might be getting too cold. This is already down to 61 degrees. Let's add a few tiles here. Just one to start. That should help. Now, where to put the rocket? Actually, we can't even do the rocket. We need to do this thing first. Stations. We need a telescope. We could put a telescope up here. It won't overheat if it's steel, but we have to build a bunker door above it. So let's plan that out. We'll do bunker door here. Out of steel. Well, there's no other kind. And then maybe a few bunker tiles on either side. Actually, it needs kind of a clear view. But we're gonna need a ladder here, so let's do that. I'm gonna probably do bunker tile like this and this and this. And maybe dig through the top here, even though it's gonna expose us. We'll try that out. Probably want to protect this as well. Let's just line it up evenly-ish. Oh, that'll bug me. That'll bug me a lot. Let's make it even. Let's go like this. Uh-oh. 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 Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's, get them out of there. Oh my gosh. Dig. Dig! You... Why aren't they digging? I don't know why they wait. Their life is ending and they're waiting. Okay, I probably should have done that a different way. Escape. Escape, get out of there. Get out of there, Max, so you can't get out of there. You're gonna pee your pants. Okay, get out of there. Okay, that was fun. Almost killed some dupes there. Let's go across here, get that done. How much steam do we have now? 23 kilograms still. Surprised it didn't go up much. Guess we're only adding a trickle of water. Made a mess. I don't blame you. You were trapped in your suit for a while. Unless I actually broke the toilets here. Don't think I did though. No. Oh, schedules. I added all these dupes and I didn't add another schedule. Oh, that's the problem. Okay. Let's just try to balance some people out with what we have already. Schedule 2, schedule 3, schedule 4. And I gotta make a schedule 5 here. Let's do... Actually, does that overlap with anything? It does. So let's do... Oops. We'll do downtime over here. That doesn't overlap with any other downtime. Good. 3 slots of bedtime is probably overkill. 2 might be enough. Kind of like that. That should be good. Or maybe we should put some actual dupes in it. Schedule... Was it 6? No, 5. We'll get this. We'll get this. Schedule 5. Schedule 5. And schedule 5. Okay, that should be better. Assuming I did it all right. That's all right. That's good. Okay. We just want... We don't want overlapping bathroom times. Insufficient oxygen generation. We have a serious CO2 issue here. And that's because these plants aren't sucking up enough blue water, so everything is backing up. I should do the same thing I was doing over here. We'll dump this blue water in here. I can find a place for it to go. Let's see. I kind of see a way it could go. We could go up like this. And merge it right in here. So if it does get backed up, it'll just dump back into the main tank. 39, okay, sure. That goes that way, out here, into the tank. That'll work. Okay, back up to the top. After we see what's in the printer here. Copper. Flatulent, no. Diver's lung, deep divers, or diver's lungs that can also fart. Interesting. Okay, what are we doing here? We got still 23 kilograms of steam. Temperatures are not kind of falling fast enough. What if we did something like this? Utility, temp shift plate. This might cause it to explode, but right there. Actually, we should just use lead. Right there. It might cause this water to boil, but we'll see. 129 degrees. Okay, so we gotta hook this thing up. No one built here because they can't build here. Understood. I guess we'll put our ceiling here. Well, actually, no. Kind of wanted it to line up here. And we need power for this. How much power do I have here? We're using quite a bit already, but I think we can safely connect to that and that. Okay, what's going to happen over here? 24, 26. It's okay. Oh my gosh, look at that mafic rock. 85 degrees already. Okay. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Really, I should get to the top and build a giant shield, but that's so boring. Oh, good, I got sunburned. Crap. Okay, this thing needs oxygen. We got all pure oxygen up here. Maybe we could use this. Probably want to use a filter. We do have a little oxygen line down here we could use. Whoa, that's a long way. Okay, this is all backed up. I think I might steal some oxygen from this line. Actually, what is this already? Hydrogen. Okay, I'm not really using any of this anymore, so... I got an achievement. Immovable object. Can't quite remember what that one's for. Let's see. Oh boy. It's been a while since I opened that menu. Immovable object. Block a meteor. Oh, okay. With a bunker door. Good to know. In fact, all this can come out. This is no longer being used. But I might use it in the future. So we'll leave it. So this will be pure oxygen heading up this way. This will be for the telescope. Let's just go straight up here. We'll do a bridge just to get the oxygen up here. That's heading to the telescope right there. And we have a small problem here. Surprise, surprise. I think we'll just seal that section up there, and this will be the only way in. Maybe do something like that to try to shield it a little bit. I'm tempted to use the mod that lets you do space lasers just to shoot down all these meteorites. But it's going to take them a while to build this tube. The next episode we'll get into the telescope, and then we can get into the more advanced research. Poor Dr. Owl is boiling up here. Yeah, so we'll get the advanced research going. That'll allow us to build the steam rocket, which I'm thinking I'll do somewhere around here. Or maybe over here. We want to build it pretty deep into the map because we want to have enough room to build a really tall rocket. If I did it right here, I don't think it would work very well. Maybe here. If we build if the rocket exhaust hits this pipe, it's going to boil the water. Which maybe is a good thing. What we could do is put some bunker tile here, put the rocket on top of that, and then do some conductive tiles to the radiant pipe here whenever we need it. That's a possibility. So yeah, maybe I'll do it here. Do a few more tiles before I finish up here. Okay, this is getting too cold already. Okay, I have an idea. Let's move. Let's put a bunch of hot mafic rock on top of that. And we'll sweep it all up and stick it in here. That'll heat up these tiles. That'll heat up the water. That should help. We could put some steam in containers. Like in here. Or in a vacuum, and then the temperature would never get out. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Why didn't I do that earlier? In fact, if it's in a vacuum, I don't think it would lose any heat. Let's try that. Let's do a gas reservoir out of steel to here. Ceramic tile to there. And then fill this up with steam, and it should retain its temperature. I've actually never done this, so we'll find out. Insulated tile, repair errand. What's going on? Did that break? Is this blowing up from pressure? That better not be. Oh no, it's from the meteorites. Never mind. It's all good. Yeah, I'm really curious to see if the steam is gonna stay steam in here. Just need a little bit more stuff here. Okay, I'm pretty impatient. Let's get this built. I like how they're doing all the other pipe. Uh-oh, use your shower. I think we're somewhat protected except right here. I'll seal this up for now. Okay, we have steam at 210 degrees. 208. 208. 208.3. Okay, I'm going to cut that off. Turn that off. And just see kind of what it stays at. That was some serious lag. 209. 208 point. What is cooling it down? Oh, the coolant. It shouldn't. It's in a vacuum. Interesting. temperature is this thing at? 23.2. It's in a vacuum, so it should really be stable. But it is not. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas about why this would be slowly cooling, let me know. It might be this pipe here. I think we're going to start freezing here in a second. Okay, I better get some regolith in here. We're going to put raw mineral regolith. Where's the regolith? It's not under here. What is it? Consumable ore? Yes. No, it's filtration. What am I talking about? Regolith, priority 8. Let's fill this all up and conduct a massive amount of heat into here. Might have to dump it back on the ground after. Because I don't think it'll conduct through the container. Okay, once they picked it all up, well, that's probably good enough, actually. Let's just turn that off, copy the settings, it'll all be on the ground, and that should conduct. But 92, 91, it is conducting very slowly. Anyway, we gotta wrap things up. We do have some steam. It is rapidly cooling. Well, not rapidly, but it's cooling. We gotta get a rocket built soon so we can actually fill it up. Anyway. Let's get back to the home base here first. Slow things down, and we're at 20 dupes. We got a little bit of stress. We need to add another Great Hall. Because we don't have enough tables. And we need more beds. There's a little bit of room here. We could expand the bedroom. Yep. And we really gotta get rid of that CO2. That should be fixed now. No, it's not. Because they can't get there. Okay. I gotta finish this before we end up. Because this is not a good CO2 situation. Come on, you lazy bums. I think it's reachable. It should be reachable. There we go. There we go. Flow restored. Finally. We have so many hatches. Look at this. This is probably causing some lag. This will be a good finale here. I don't mean final episode, but end of the episode. So, we'll wrap things up here as the slaughter ensues. Hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.